A new hotel is set to open in New Concord next month.
The Marching Muskies are under new direction this year.
And the first-year class meets their mentors.
Good evening, and thanks for coming to us here at Muskie Daily. I'm Matt Triola.
And I'm Mary Beth Holtel. The Roberta A. Smith Library is being built to replace the old library at Muskingum University. The new building was originally supposed to be ready for the fall semester of 2015. However, due to delays, the new library will not be ready until spring semester of 2016. Until then, students will have to cope with the current library office in Cambridge Hall, room 107 and 129.
New construction is happening outside of New Concord at the intersection of Interstate 70 and Route 83. The first new development is the Wall House Hotel. The new hotel is set to open on October 2nd. It will include a conference room, pool patio, and an area that can be opened up to the patio. The arrival of the hotel is also attracting attention of other businesses and restaurants with the expectation of also setting up in the vicinity.
Over the summer, the Dairy Duchess changed ownership hands on June 5th. The new owners, Abigail and Tyler McLean, bought the Duchess with the hopes of making new memories. To that end, they implemented new hours for Sunday and holidays. Additional changes include the ability to accept credit cards. However, the menu and co-workers are much the same. Plans for the future include organizing the drive-thru and extending the time spent open during the year. The Dairy Duchess is located on Main Street in New Concord.
The Marching Muskies are under new direction this year. The Muskingum University Band's first student director, Senior Aaron Vance, will be in charge of leading about 30 musicians this fall. Dr. Turrell chose Vance because of his strong musical talent and competence as a leader. The marching band will perform at this Saturday's football game at Mechanical Stadium, where they will play music from the film Star Wars. With an exciting season ahead of him, Vance is very thankful for this opportunity.
The Muskingum University Marching Band has undergone some changes for the 2015 fall semester. One of the biggest changes is the addition of the color guard. Spinning and tossing a flag and dancing add visual interest to the marching band's performance. This is the first time in many years that Muskingum University has had a color guard. The first step in creating a color guard is to find students interested in participating. The next step is to find an instructor to train the new members and to teach them new routines. This year, freshman Darby Croft was asked to lead the color guard.
I'm basically like the coach of the color guard and a fellow color guard member.
Croft was a color guard captain in high school for 3 years. During the summer, Croft was contacted by the student band director to create, teach, and help train the first-year color guard members the routines. All Croft needed was the music to help her make a routine.
Well, Aaron Jacob Vance, the director, he actually sent me the music, and I just kind of went off of that.
The Muskingum University Marching Band and Color Guard will give their first performance during the halftime at this Saturday's football game versus Waynesburg.
The first-year class of Muskies received their Muskie Care Pack advisors today. The Muskie Care Pack program is intended to increase student retention from freshman to sophomore year. Students are assigned a staff member on campus to serve as a mentor and friend throughout the first year of Muskingum University. The idea was implemented by admissions in 2013.
Before the new Muskies met their Care Pack leaders, they first had a weekend full of fun events. Christine Holmes has more.
The class of 2019 is welcome to Muskingum University with a weekend full of activities before hitting the books. The freshest faces on campus had plenty to do during Welcome Weekend from Friday through Sunday. Muskies could tie-dye t-shirts, play kickball on the East Lawn, and even participate in a game of water polo in the campus lake.
The pink team currently has both of the balls.
Students kick and splash in their inner tubes. The goal? Getting an inflatable volleyball past the goalkeeper and inside the floating net.
They're having a lot of fun. It was a little bit difficult to try to get them into the lake originally, but now that there are people in the lake, more people are just showing up to get or to cool off and have some fun.
By night, freshmen could still be seen playing, this time inside bubbles.
Gotta go around them, spread out a little bit, kick the ball, not everywhere like they were.
The new Muskies bounce around on the turf at McConaughey Stadium in a game of bubble soccer.
I got completely bowled over by God knows who, and it was so much fun.
But by Sunday night, all the weekend fun and games came to an end for the start of classes on Monday. For Orbit Media News, I'm Christine Holmes.
Coming next, a phone that can stop a bullet and the age-old question, why the chicken crossed the road.
All this and more for your state and local national news.
We have the music. We have the cameras. We have the talent. Orbit Media, where the magic happens.
Go-to Disney actor Dean Jones has died at age 84. His publicist said the cause of death was Parkinson's disease. Jones' films included The Love Bug, The $1 Million Duck, and The Shaggy D.A. Jones was born in Alabama in 1931 and served in the Navy during the Korean War. Later in life, the actor founded the Christian Rescue Committee. Now the committee is known as the Christian Rescue Fund. The organization works to rescue persecuted Christians and Jews. Jones is survived by his wife of 42 years, Laura Basham Jones, 3 children, 8 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren.
An iPhone saved a Fresno State student by stopping a bullet during an armed robbery at an apartment complex near campus. So Taya Rose has the details on shooting and how it was raised security concerns.
You can see the bullet marks on the iPhone case that shattered the screen but saved a Fresno State student Monday night from taking a bullet to his leg. On campus Wednesday, word spread to many students about what happened at the Campus Edge apartments on Bulldog and 9th after Fresno police say an armed man followed a student home.
He had a ski mask on. He approached the victim as he was walking from the rear. He grabbed his computer, tried to pull it away from the victim. Victim held on to it, wouldn't let him take it. And the next thing you know, the suspect had a gun.
One shot was fired that ricocheted off the iPhone and ripped the student's jeans. The violence has some students taking extra precautions.
Just on the corner, like behind Bulldog, that's what scares me a little bit because I hear a lot of gangs and stuff are down there, and then people walking around.
I feel like we need to make sure that we, get the word out there. We need to be cautious. It's not just this area. I feel like it's kind of all around the school.
Frank Lamas, the vice president of student affairs, says the university is reaching out to this victim to help him in any way possible.
We want to do everything we can to support the student so that even though we can't take back that they went through a traumatic situation, that there's a safety net, there are people who care.
Students have also been warned about the importance of being safe through social media, staff members, and the school newspaper. Fresno police say violent crime in the area, formerly known as Sin City, is down, and there have only been 4 robberies all year.
Why did the chicken try to cross the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge? No one knows for sure, but the bird's adventure made for quite the scene during the Wednesday morning commute. Ann Makovic has more.
This was one of many nail-biting moments in a very exciting Wednesday morning commute. CHP officers chasing a chicken at the Bay Bridge Toll Plaza. It had been running loose for almost 4 hours when finally officers closed in.
It's a little bit different, for the bridge, but...
For much of the morning, the hen was a hazard and at the same time, pretty hilarious and a clear carpool lane violation. Drivers did not know what to do. People couldn't help but stop their cars to snap photos for social media. In the meantime, the CHP tweeted that drivers should let them figure out why the chickens crossed the road. It's not worth getting hit. And each person who did get out to try to catch that chicken soon found out how tough it really was.
I said, let him run around. He all right. He know how to dodge cars. He been dodging cars all morning for hours and hours.
As this wild goose chase continued, traffic backed up for miles on the Oakland side of the bridge. But finally, with enough officers in place, the chicken was cornered. And that free-range chicken was free no more. People who saw her taken into custody were thankful for the happy ending.
I'm glad, he's still alive. It's appreciate, lucky rooster.
Coming up next is the weather update, so stay tuned.
This is Will Mullins, and I want to encourage you to watch Chapel on Orbit TV Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. Thanks.
Find out what decisions are being made at Student Senate that could affect your campus organization by tuning into Orbit TV on Tuesdays at 11 in the evening, and again on Wednesday through Sunday at 10 in the morning and 6 and 11 in the evening.
Great to see, get an idea. Hello, I'm Andrew Dunlap here with your weather forecast. Tonight will be 67 degrees and have isolated thunderstorms, then becoming partly cloudy. Tomorrow will be 84 with a chance of thunderstorms, and tomorrow night will be 66 with a chance of thunderstorms, then becoming partly cloudy. Here is a look at your extended forecast. That's it for your weather forecast. Coming up next is your Muskie Sports. I am back with your Muskie Sports news. The men's soccer team lost to Carrigan Mellon again 8-0, and the women's lost to Ohio Christian 6-1. The men's team will be back in action on Sunday, September 6th at Adrian, and the women's team will be playing on Saturday against Mount St. Joseph. The Muskingum men's cross country team finished first in their dual relay meet on Tuesday. The Muskies scored 8 points in their home opener, while Bethany placed second with 13 points. And in the women's side, the Muskies also captured the win with 7 points to beat Bethany and Marietta. The Muskie football team is set to kick off their 2015 campaign on Saturday when they host Waynesburg at 1 o'clock. The offense is still under the command of senior quarterback Cody Williams this season, but also looks to get major contributions from junior running back Melvin Smith on the ground. The defense will be run by preseason All-American linebacker Channy Fulton. Fulton will lead the OAC with 97 tackles last season. The Muskies are coming off a 3-7 2014 season, but are looking to make great strides towards improvement. This year, Saturday's game will be heard live on WMCO with live pregame starting at 12:30. Stay tuned because in a few moments, we will have your local campus events.
We have the music. We have the cameras. We have the talent. Orbit Media, where the magic happens.